Hey, Ash.
Hi. Hello.
So I found a fun fact today.
You found a fun fact? I feel like you normally come up with fun facts.
I do, but every once in a while I get curious and I just like
Do
to
some
scour
research?
the internet.
Yeah, you do. Okay.
So
hit me
that's
with
so
it.
weird articulation. What is the one letter that does not appear, one letter of the alphabet that does not appear in any of the U.S. state names? If you had to guess. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Z?
1. No.
Oh, I panicked. I panicked.
Arizona.
I just went the last one.
Want me to tell you?
No. Can I get one more?
Okay. 5, 4, 3.
Wait.
2.
No, wait. Can you start counting again?
Oh my gosh. 5, 4, 3.
Q?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Isn't that interesting?
Thank God. I had to go through the list super fast in my head.
No, real talk though. I could not name all 50 states, even if someone was like,
No,
"I'll give
me
you $1
neither.
million."
So that's why I was going through it, and I was like, I don't know, but cute. Wow. I feel like it really came to me.
Okay, but real talk, why do we even go to school?
I don't.
You know what I mean?
I mean, not for that, but other things, obviously.
I learned all my knowledge from the streets. Welcome, everyone.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Unsolicited Advice. I am Ashley.
I'm Taryne.
And we are currently sitting at the same table, which is really throwing me off. I'm trying to look over here at you.
I know, our chairs keep touching because we're
peripheral. I keep turning. This peripheral thing, it's not working for me.
Why are we
I'm
sitting?
going to just look at you over here in the camera.
I was like, you better specify. Everyone's like, I don't look at who. Do you want to specify why we're sitting at the same table?
Yes, you guys, we are doing a special Valentine's Day edition. We just figured that there's a lot of questions out there that a lot of people have, and since most of our viewers are female,
very much,
it might be super helpful to ask some guys a lot of these questions, right?
Yes.
So
officially, this is our second
guest episode.
I was gonna say guest appearance.
It's because we're next to each other. I can't.
Our sync is off.
I can't read your lips.
I, for one, am so freaking excited for this episode. Definitely. And to introduce our guests,
plural,
hence, because we have two people here that are just so near and dear to my little heart.
It makes sense.
We decided, like Ash said, to bring on some guys for this episode.
Mm-hmm. We're really
all the girls are like, ooh.
The 5% are like, well, hanging up right now.
Hey, they'll probably be like, finally.
Oh yeah,
finally I can relate.
Let's raise it. Let's raise the bar from 5% to
7.
I was gonna say 7 or 8. I was gonna say 10, and then I was like, no, that might be too cocky.
One step at a time, everyone. So today we actually have my brothers.
Slow
here.
clap, everyone. It's great.
So I'm going to introduce them. I feel like you guys all probably feel like you know my brothers because I talk about them legit all the time.
Also, if you follow Taryne at all, I think they're in her stories at least.
Oh, all the time.
4 times a week. I'm gonna go with 4.
We're one of those.
Mostly Ryan.
Yeah.
Taking
Ryan's
out the trash.
Why
does that come to my head? I don't know.
Well, and Brett's all married and doesn't have time for me anymore. I'm just kidding. We told them they can't talk till we introduce them, so this is great. All the power. So I feel like I am so freaking blessed because I have one of those rare relationships with my brothers where they legit are my best friends and we hang out all the time. We have so much fun together, and Ash has gotten super close, so she's like a sister to them too. So we were like, who are guys that we can bring on that are guys? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My brothers are just dope, genuine, just guys. Dudes. And so we brought them on here, and now we're gonna let them speak. So just so you get acquainted with voices, I'll introduce the youngest first. So this is Ryan.
Hello. Hello, everyone.
The way you said youngest, I feel like most people were expecting a 13-year-old.
Hi, I'm Ryan.
The youngest.
I can talk like that if you want.
No, it's cool. It's cool. How do you feel about being on the podcast?
I'm a little bit nervous. My heart's going a little fast right now.
Also
but
down the Red Bull within a
I
second.
did, yeah. Hands are shaking. Yeah.
But do you feel bad now that it's we're talking? Do you feel a little bit
now
better?
that you let us talk now.
Yeah. It was the anticipation.
Yeah.
Did you feel like you were just watching celebrities watching us
I
do our
did.
thing?
I was in awe of you
100%.
guys the whole time. It was weird because I listened to your guys' podcast, so it was
Yeah.
weird seeing you guys talk.
Right?
Yeah, it was a weird
But
experience.
Ash, like, like they genuinely are our fans. Like
Yeah.
they genuinely listen to all our episodes,
That makes
which
us
is cool.
so happy.
Because usually, like, I used to always make my brothers post for my birthday. So
It's a true story.
at one point, I looked at their Instagram. I looked at their Instagram, and it literally was just pictures of me because the only time they posted was when I texted them.
You know what? I think I noticed that when I first started hanging out with you guys.
You're like, wow,
because
they
I
love
think I
her.
remember the first time finding you guys on Instagram and being like, it feels like every 3 posts is Taryne's birthday.
Anyways, so Brett's so pissed. Anyways, okay, so that's Ryan. That's his voice. My middle brother is Brett, and he is the one that we literally are not even 2 years apart. So we have done life together. We've hated each other. We've loved each other, and we still love each other.
Lots of highs and lows
So
there.
this, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the speaker, because they're listening. The speaker, Brett.
Hello.
That was such a long intro.
And how do you feel about being here?
I'd say I'm pretty excited. Like
Yeah.
Ryan said, I'm an avid listener.
You really are.
Never missed an episode, me or my wife.
Right?
Yeah.
And
Which shout out to, we actually have like viewers today too. We have Vanessa, who is Brett's wife. Hi,
Hey,
Vanessa.
wifey.
And we have Alicia, which is Ashley's sister, my roomie. Hey. And guys, we also have Mark.
What up, Mark?
Don't forget Mark.
Mark. We
The
love
man,
Mark.
the
We got
one and
thumbs
only.
up. Okay, well, do you want to start us off? Like, get the juices flowing? Maybe.
Oh,
like an
I would love
icebreaker or
to.
something?
Something we officially, like unofficially, but I feel like officially today,
That's
since you're our
true.
second guest, have
We never
started
talked about
doing
this, huh?
is like an icebreaker thing, because obviously not all people are podcasters. So this is just something that'll just get your juices flowing, get you a
Juice.
little acquainted with the microphone. and we're gonna stop singing now.
Okay.
The first question, this one will go to Ryan. What is your most used emoji?
I would definitely say the heart eyes emoji. Heart eyes.
Really?
Hard eyes.
Yeah.
I don't know
or
why
the
that's
laughing
shocking.
face, like the
Laughy crying
Okay,
face.
okay. Original laugh face or the tilted squint laugh face?
OG
for sure.
laughing
I don't.
face,
I don't
yeah.
even touch the
Yeah,
squinted
the
one.
squinty face.
Really? I'm all about the squint one.
Brett.
But have you seen me smile? My eyes
Well,
disappear. So
well.
accurate.
Brett, what is your favorite emoji?
Yeah, I'd say the laughing face is a definite
With the
top
crying?
one.
Go
Yeah,
to.
crying laughing face. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the one that Dad always sends us? It's like
The rock head.
Oh yeah,
That, like, rock-
the island head,
Yeah.
Eastern Island head or
It's
whatever.
weird to everything.
Yeah. Like, hey Dad,
Just the
Well-
Easter Island head.
we're coming over for dinner.
What?
Boom, Easter Island
Yeah.
head. Like
Easter?
Eastern.
It's
Eastern?
like it's that we'll post it on our story and I'll show you too if you want to keep going. But it's like the most random emoji you didn't know existed. But my dad, it's his like stamp on the conversation. It's the strangest
Are
thing.
you saying Eastern?
I think it's
You know,
Eastern.
you know the guy from Night of the
Hey.
Museum?
Let me finish my word so they know I'm
here
not
it goes.
done.
Here it
My
goes.
bad.
Eastern with like an N, I think, right? Eastern Island.
I honestly have no idea.
We'll put
holiday.
Easter.
Oh, Easter Island?
Oh, dang.
Stone tiki head, basically.
Tiki hat. Okay.
Yeah,
See,
yeah,
I
yeah.
know
That's
which
why
one
we
we're
love
talking
Mark.
about.
He's so smart.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Mark. We'll just we'll just digress from that conversation. Moving on to the next question. What is the craziest dare that you ever took? Back to Ryan.
Ooh.
Oh man, I never was dared a lot, but
I know.
probably when they dared me to kiss my dad's calf.
Oh my gosh.
That was a weird one. He has some big old calves. Shout out
guys,
dad.
That's like we're known
does
we're
have big
known for
calves.
that. Like we're
Yeah.
known for our calves in our family.
Well, in like full background, it's a very athletic family, so
Yeah.
it makes sense. But like their dad's calves are huge. I remember before I think I even met him.
He's
hearing that.
he's like known for it. Like
He's gonna
everyone's
kill
so
me for
impressed.
for saying
Impressed with his calves.
Yeah.
So when they dared Ryan that, like it was dangerous.
It was
like
very-
my dad could have attacked you.
that. He could have.
Almost
Our
got kicked
dad.
in the head. Yeah.
Brett, craziest dare.
I can't think of any like super crazy ones, but I have a group of friends that is constantly just trying to get people to do like stupid things.
Right.
So I can remember vividly one night where like we had dared someone to drink like an entire bottle of Cholula through a straw.
Oh my gosh.
We had like plastic wiffle ball bats and we were just like hitting each other and just like
Such a
weird.
boy thing.
Yeah, just weird stuff like
through
that.
a
But
straw.
yeah,
That would be such a slow burn.
Yeah. He called it the Cholula chug and just stuck a straw in and went
Cholula
for
chug.
the
Didn't
whole.
one of you
catchy.
fill one of my straws with Cholula one time and made me throw up in Red Robin's bathroom?
Yeah, that was Brett.
I was gonna deny it.
That was mean.
Gonna deny it. Wow.
That shot right up my. Is it
That
your
is such
esophagus?
a like brother sibling story right
Rude.
there. Okay, next question. What did you get into the most trouble when?
She points it to me. Did I type it
Who
weird?
typed that?
What did you get in trouble for the most when you were a kid?
There you go.
We should answer
Like the
this,
most
yeah.
trouble or the most consistent trouble? Like
Whatever you interpret it as, run with it.
To be honest, I was a great kid.
Oh,
I feel like
Honestly,
you
Sick.
are the
feel-
freaking golden
I
child.
feel like in all honesty, not even just saying it, me and Ryan like were never really in trouble. Like
we just talk
Why'd
about
you
how
just
our
say me
parents
and
had it
Ryan?
good. Our parents had it really good. I feel like
I-
we're a good group
Yeah.
of kids right here.
yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Well, I said me and Ryan because I'm talking about me and Ryan.
Oh, Taryne's not included in that. Interesting.
I definitely think if there was a black sheep in the family,
Yeah.
I feel like that is me.
I could sense that.
But I mean, I was like a girl. I was just like emotional and dramatic. You guys got in trouble for weird stuff too.
Like little trouble.
I threw some wood chips at a kid one time. He didn't like that.
Criminal.
This leads me to my next question. What, if you could think of anything, is something fun that you think our listeners would love to know about Taryne?
Oh, God,
Since
Ash.
you grew up with her in a way that none of us have. We don't understand little Taryne. And I
nice.
think our listeners love her and would love to hear.
Yeah,
Wait.
Mark,
A
please
fun
get ready
story.
to edit. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Is this
No,
supposed to be
Mark.
a nice thing
No, anything you
or
want.
anything?
Something funny. Please be funny.
I would
Funny Taryne
say
story.
when Taryne like laughs, she has an absurd amount of fluid that comes out of her eyes, and for some reason,
yeah,
she
big cry
Say
laugher.
fluid.
Fluid.
Why do you say it
Tears,
like
bro.
tears?
no lacrimal fluid. Yeah, and she loves. And I think so. She loves to flick them at people too.
Ryan.
Yeah,
Like,
that's gross.
I'm sorry. She flicks her
Her
tears.
tears.
At
Yeah,
people?
sure. Yeah, at
It's
people.
not people. It's mainly you because you freak out and it's
Yeah,
so
I don't even
funny.
think she's
Hell
done it
kind
to
of
me.
person
I
flicks
do.
their tears at people.
That's
I
what
don't
I'm
know.
saying.
One time I got him right in the mouth.
Oh, dude.
Oh, that's ew. Okay. Sorry. Well, this was fun. I feel
Thanks,
like we know
Ryan.
you guys a lot more.
Mhm.
Oh, do I have to go?
No,
Yeah.
no,
You
please. I think
definitely
we're
do.
done. No, I think
no,
we're
you
done.
definitely do.
I
Brett's
think we're
turn.
good.
Brett's turn.
You chimed in on that. I think everyone's learned a lot about Taryne. I think we're fine.
I do remember one,
dear God.
and I feel like Taryne might have even talked about it in a podcast, but like where me and Ryan would like totally like brush things off and think like something's like not a big deal, and then we'd be just like chilling in our room, and Taryne would like storm into my room and be like, "I want you to hear what I wrote in my journal." And then would just like read to me like, "Today Brett said this and it made me feel like this, and now you know." And then she would walk out, and me and Ryan, who shared a room, were just like, "What the heck just happened right
It's
now?"
such a classic Taryne.
Yeah.
She's got to get it. She's got to get it off her chest.
Yeah, she
I
does.
but only with the people that I love the most because I can't stand feeling sad or like upset.
I get
Everyone else, I'm like, I don't care. You can do whatever you want to me, but like my people, you know. Okay, I hate
Strides
this.
in
So
with her
can
journal.
You
That
brought
was-
us.
That was so good.
He said you brought us. Okay. Well, anyways, I'm super excited because for our first, I can't talk, for our first segment, me and Ash were like, okay, what's a great thing to do? Like, we got the boys here. What should we do? So we put out on Instagram, which again, you guys, if you don't follow us on Instagram,
I do.
follow us. Thanks.
What the hell are you doing with your lives?
It's, you know,
It's a good time. We're funny.
We're a great time.
We're
And
funny.
That's where you get to like, you know, interact. So we I keep wanting to say tweet it out, but that's not what I mean. We posted on our stories a question that basically said, like, ladies, what have you always wanted to ask a guy? And we said, guys, what do you always want to ask a girl? Our list is like
Ladies, you popped off.
5 questions. The ladies came to play. Let me just say, like, I literally have so many questions on here, and it's maybe like a third.
That's
it was
crazy.
insane. So
Well done,
props
guys.
to our ladies, guys. Step it up. Just step it up.
Well, I mean, let's let's consider the ratio.
But it's fine. We can still challenge them. Guys like to be like challenged, so like I'm trying to like make them feel competitive. Right? That's how we always get each other to do stuff. I'll be like, you can't do that, and then instantly they'll want to do it, or vice versa. Anyways, so we are going to take a quick break, and then we are going to get into a juicy question and answers kind of thing.
Can't wait.
Let's do it. So, Ash, how'd you sleep last night?
Oh, I was kind of hot, actually.
Well, we all know a lot of things can affect our sleep.
Oh, so many things.
But I feel like the biggest one is what you're sleeping on or
that makes
wrapped
sense.
in.
Uh-huh.
So
Totally
enter
with.
our sponsor this week, Buffy.
Hey, Buffy.
Hey, Buffy. Buffy
I always
makes,
think Vampire Slayer.
Oh, I'm sure they get that all the time.
Immediately. Yep.
I'm sure.
Continue.
Thank you. Buffy makes bedding that is earth-friendly and cruelty-free. They are made.
Amen.
This is such a trip. I don't understand how people make stuff out of other materials. Like,
I know,
I
it
just
blows my
don't
mind.
get it.
It blows my mind.
Their comforter is made from 100% eucalyptus fiber.
Uh-huh.
Like, what even is that?
Eucalyptus? Taryne, it's a tree.
No, I know that. I know that.
I know you know.
Oh my gosh, just read your part.
Guys, this is the breeziest, the most breathable blanket there is. The material is super soft. I have one. I love it. It's super clean and white and crisp looking and breathable. And I mean breathable.
Breathable. One more time.
Breathable. No more night sweats. That is the end game for all of us.
That's the worst feeling, waking up
All of
with like
us.
your hair plastered to your face because you're sweating.
So bad. The breeze is made, again, like Taryne said, from eucalyptus fabric. Inside and out, it is softer than cotton and naturally soothes your skin. It's earth-friendly, like Taryne said. Eucalyptus uses 10% less water than cotton to grow, which is fantastic. It's produced with recyclable, earth-friendly solvents. It's hypoallergenic. Can I get an amen over here?
Allergies
for our
people.
allergy people?
Ayo.
Because wow, healthier sleep. It gives you a healthier sleeping environment, and it's cruelty free. So why not choose a 100% plant-based bedding that's better for you and the earth?
We love Mother Earth.
We love her.
Also, they're offering a free trial, so you can try a comforter in your own bed for free. If you don't love it, return it at no cost.
Buffy, they're cool like that.
That's it. A company's confident about their product when they're like, hey, bro, try it. If you don't like it, you know what I mean?
100%
Yeah.
guaranteed.
Yeah.
I feel like I said that weird.
So here's our special offer for you guys. For $20 off your Buffy comforter, visit. Okay, this is
Doing a snare roll.
Be quiet, please. This is unique, so really pay attention to this. So it's buffy.co, so not .com, .co. .co.
They got it.
And the code that you enter is ADVISE, ADVISE. So I'm going to repeat, for $20 off for your Buffy comforter, visit buffy.co and enter code ADVISE.
Again, that's $20 off your Buffy comforter. Visit Buffy, BUFFY.co, and enter ADVISE, ADVISE.
All right. So before we get into the questions, I was dying. We were both dying at some of the like responses, because some of these girls, like, you could tell, like, the people that were like, I'm in a bad situation. You really want to know what I'd tell a guy if I could? Like, I'm just going to read off a couple. And again, boys, these are not like fully aimed at you, obviously, but why are you so complicated? Why you act all mean and distant after a while? Why are you still with your girlfriend? Why are you dumb? Why are you great until you gotta be great? Why do you deserve rights? How did they go?
Lizzo's lyric in there?
Yeah, I know. That was
good.
actually my cousin. That was Maddie, my cousin Madison. Why are you so bad at responding? Why do you always go back to your exes? Anyway, and then Vanessa put, will you marry me? To Brett, but
Done.
they already did. So anyways, I was dying because I was just like, I could see myself, like, if I was in a mood and someone posted that, I'll be like, oh, you want to know what I want to ask him? You know?
Yeah.
But so you guys were cracking us up, but let's get into questions. Now, to preface, I think my brothers are like probably like two of the most genuine, decent, great human beings. So there's going to be some of these things that you guys are probably going to originally be like, I would never do that. But we're talking like guy advice. So you guys all have friends. Some of them are gems. Some of them are not.
We all have one of those friends.
Why'd you look at me?
I looked at them.
She did.
Okay.
She looked right at you.
I looked at them.
Okay. Also, there were some questions that I do not personally want to hear my brother's answer. So if you're like, I sent in a question, I don't want to hear certain things, so I did not include them.
That's no fun.
Ash Nicole,
Some people have questions, Taryne. That's what this
it
is
does
for.
not. I can't.
Maybe
they
we'll
can
do
ask
this again, and Taryne can
someone
just
else.
walk out.
No, uncomfortable. So, anyways, let's get into it, guys. Just pop off whatever you think. You got this.
Cool.
Ready?
All right.
Got it. Yeah.
I feel like this is a lot
They're
of
ready.
pressure.
Okay, question number 1. If you leave me on red, are you not interested?
Ooh, left on red.
I feel like it doesn't guarantee that I'm uninterested, but if I was like really interested, like you for sure wouldn't be left on red.
Okay.
Does that make
So
sense?
not
So it
that
doesn't mean that
interested.
I'm completely closed off to it, but like if it was someone that like I really wanted to talk to and like really wanted something to happen with, then you wouldn't be.
You
left
would
on.
keep the conversation
Mhm.
going. Because like does sometimes like if someone responds to something, you're like, oh, cool. Like I don't need a response. You maybe wouldn't say something, but you're saying like if it's someone you're into, like you would keep the conversation going.
Yeah, there's gonna be like rare instances where you like forget. You might open it and like put your phone away and like just forget about it. But yeah, if I like somebody, I'm gonna text them back pretty soon after
Yeah.
they send the text.
Disclaimer to my wife: I'm talking about you, baby.
Get out of here. We get it. You're in love. Just kidding.
This
So-
is not
so
that kind of podcast.
If you're left red on repeat like multiple times, then
That's a bad
Ooh,
sign.
okay.
Also, but I
Nice.
think people
Thanks.
do get triggered with like one word answers.
Mhm.
I will not respond to like a lol or
Yeah, that's true.
like
Haha.
a yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I
I'm
feel
just like
like-
there's nothing to say.
I feel like that's a subtle left on red.
Yeah.
Without ghosting.
So you can't get mad at that,
Mhm.
but then if it's like
Yeah.
an actual conversation or a full sentence,
Yeah.
you know, that's
Okay.
when it's like, well,
No, that
should've
makes sense.
answered. Yeah.
Why are you both so dang? Did you type something in my computer? You were not supposed to look. Did you read it?
No.
No.
It says, "Why are you both so dang cool?" I know for a matter of fact this was not.
Well,
in
to
there.
answer that question,
No, we're skipping. What is the thing you see when you see a girl? So, like when you first see a girl, what's like your first thing you notice about someone?
Oh,
mean,
that's a good question.
I think that like the correct answer would be like that you notice somebody's personality and stuff. But to be honest, the first thing you see is going to be the outward appearance right at
Yeah.
first. Obviously,
Yeah.
you're not going to build like your feelings on just that,
Yeah,
but that is obviously going to be the first thing that you see. So I think people
Yeah.
lie when they're like, yeah, I saw like a personality trait. Like you can't see that right away.
yeah. Like
unless
from
you've seen,
afar
like,
without
there has to
interacting.
be
That's
something that like
That's
draws
something
you, in
you
right
get to know like gradually.
Yeah.
Right.
But do you have like is there a specific thing? Like for me, my first thing I'm always looking for is how tall.
It's true. She
Ooh,
will not
ashamed.
talk
Yeah.
to anything under
No,
6.
anything.
that came off wrong. But
No,
yeah.
no. I will, but like that's my first thing I notice usually about a guy. I'm like, oh, he's tall. I'm interested. Like, do you guys have like a specific thing that you were drawn to? Which they're both in very committed relationships. Like,
We
but
get
back,
it. They're
back
great
in the day.
answers.
Back in the day, like long hair, green eyes.
I feel like the first thing that always caught my eyes,
Your eye minds.
my eye minds
Yes.
was nice eyes and a smile.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
that's
feel
a
like
good one.
smile's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smile's a good one. I'll learn.
And then a lot of guys have like different like nationalities is that
Yeah,
the right
that
word
they're-
that they look
yeah,
for. Like
preferences,
a
yeah.
couple of my friends are like all about one, and then
Yeah.
some are about others. So I think
It's
maybe
interesting.
Like blondes and brunettes or what?
yeah, like blondes, brunettes, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's interesting how some people are like attracted to different like ethnicities or like
That's the word.
types or yeah, it is super interesting. Like I don't like the psychology behind like why that forms is
Yeah.
so interesting.
Yeah.
And then I'm always like, I remember I had a crush on this guy and I was like looking and all of his ex-girlfriends were Asian and I was like, I don't have a chance. Like I
Not a
don't
shot.
I don't have a
Can't-
chance. I was so sad. But anyways. And he married one, so
Oh, nice.
she's beautiful.
Yeah, good for him.
Good for him.
Yeah, good for him.
What's something you look for, Taryne? Is it just tall?
I honestly don't know, but I think tall is the first thing that like I'm like, hey yo.
I'm really into arms.
Wow.
So I'm gonna just throw that
Yes.
out there.
Ooh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like muscular arms.
Not too big. I don't want a bodybuilder, but like if I can see like the bis, the tries,
Nice.
even the forearms, done. I don't know why.
That is
It's this
true.
weird automatic
That's
thing.
true.
Question off topic, but still related.
Yes.
Veins.
Veins kind of scare me because they look like worms underneath someone's skin.
Okay.
So that's my. That's right.
I'm not against veins, but I think there's a line where it's like, okay, you're taking steroids, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or you look like you're taking
Yeah.
steroids. I don't want it to look like that, but like I think it's cool. I love okay, I'm gonna just say it. When guys are like working out or musicians are like really into like what they're playing, there's like this neck vein that pops up every
see,
once
that
in a while.
scares me.
No, I love it.
I can do that.
Ryan's like,
I just have to like hold
give me
my
a second.
breath for a long
Don't hold
time.
your breath. You're already on
goes
edge.
red trying to not breathe. Oh my god, that's funny. Okay. What is something that we say is ugly on us, being girls, but is cute to you guys?
Ooh, that's a good one. Like, you know how girls will be like, "Ugh, I hate my thighs. I hate my this. I hate my that." Like, what's something you've heard a girl complain about that you're literally like
actually disagree on.
nobody looks at that, you know?
I've got a good one.
Okay.
Ooh, go
My
for it.
wife has freckles,
Uh-huh.
and I love them. Like
Yeah.
I love her freckles,
Yeah.
and
That's
she does
cute.
not like them. She hates them.
Really?
Yeah, maybe not hates them, but she's always like aware of them.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm so freckly, and I love it.
I think they're cute too.
Yeah.
Interesting.
freckles.
I wish I
Freckles.
had freckles, more
I
freckles.
used to have a lot and then they just faded.
Where'd
Now
they
I
go?
Now I just have
Yeah,
holes.
what? I didn't know that was
Where'd they go?
possible.
It is totally. When I was a kid, I had a hole. It was stupid, but it looked like a Band-Aid, kind of, because it was like just sunspots all around my
That's cute.
nose. They're gone now.
What about you, Rye?
I would say one is like wrinkles. If that makes sense.
Really?
Like the little
Crow's feet.
Smile lines.
Smile
yeah,
lines.
like yeah, it makes sense. I don't know. I kind of like those. Like I know Julia like gets mad when she has any like type of wrinkle
Yeah.
or anything.
Oh, I
But-
get phased by that all the time.
I mean, it looks like you're showing emotion.
Looks happy.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I don't want you
That's good to know.
dead
Joy.
face all the time.
Pure joy.
Gonna save me money on that Botox. Just kidding.
Yeah, don't do that.
Just kidding. Okay. Moving on. Whoa. Do you want us to just tell you when we like you or like let things play out?
Well, Taryne, I know you know me. Ashley, know me. I'm a very like straight to the point guy.
Yes, you are.
Like I don't really like messing around with that. So I always liked when they would just tell me.
When they, because he
Yeah.
was in
know,
high
I didn't mean
school.
if
Like
you're so
that.
straight to the point, are you the one going and you want them to come to you?
He's saying like the games he doesn't like. So
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
like
okay,
me,
I
okay,
like
like
games.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
just tell me. Don't
Yeah.
be like trying
Yeah.
to make me guess if you're gonna like
Yeah.
me or
Ryan,
whatnot.
everyone had a crush on Ryan.
No,
I
you-
cannot relate to that.
No,
I can see that.
Yeah.
You were the quarterback, right?
I was.
And you're blonde.
I am.
I feel like any girl
It's
would just
very
be
like
like,
all
oh,
American.
done.
Yeah. Brett too, but Brett was shy, so like he wouldn't talk to them.
But quarterback.
Yeah.
Okay. It's almost
Hence
like,
my
okay, but
family.
were you a quarterback?
Yeah.
I
was ASB president.
I was in band. Love that for
Good thing we're all
us.
so hot. Okay, next one.
Do you overthink or overanalyze things like we do?
This is a good one.
This
These
is
are
really
so
good.
good.
Because,
I love all of
like,
these.
for example, if I was talking to a guy and he responded something that didn't really like let me know how he felt, I'm not kidding. I would read it 20 times. I'd send it to Taryne. I'd send it to Alicia, and I'd be like, "What do you guys think?"
Yeah, that's
he
true.
clearly is not interested when like the truth is he responded, so he could very well be interested.
I think you or we as guys, I feel there's a lot of pressure speaking for all guys, but I think we would overanalyze when we're interested. Does that make sense? Like if someone was
okay.
texting me that like I was just friends with and like didn't really want to pursue
Got
anything
it.
with,
Yeah.
if she were to say like I don't know, do you want to go get lunch? Like I'd be like, okay, yeah.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
But if someone that I was interested in said go get lunch, I might be like, oh my gosh, like
wait, is this a date?
is she just hungry? Like
Yeah, yeah.
is she like asking me out? Like
yeah.
does she need my money? Like what is it? But like yeah, I think if you're not like interested, I don't think you tend to overthink.
That makes sense. So the feelings are what make you start to overthink.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think it's more too if you're not sure about how she feels, then you start to kind of get more like trying to figure it out? Or is it like even when you're like starting to pursue something, but you're still kind of nervous, getting to know her kind of thing?
Yeah, definitely. The beginning, I remember overthinking a lot with Julia. Like
Yeah.
I was always thinking about different things.
Yeah.
And then, but in the short answer, like I think girls overthink a lot
Oh,
more
fully.
than
Yeah,
us. But
Well, and
Yeah.
we continue to overthink
Yeah,
even
yeah.
when we got you. Like
yeah,
we
to this day,
continue.
yeah.
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 Whereas I feel like guys are much more like when they're in a relationship, it's like, I'm already with you. Like,
Yeah.
why are you freaking out? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas we're like, why'd you say that? You know, yeah.
The face.
Not all of us, not me, obviously. Okay. Do guys talk about the girl that they like or whatever to their friends? So like girls, we go to our friend group, we tell them everything. He said this, he looks like this, here's pictures. Do you guys do the same thing with girls you like to your guy friends?
I think we were talking about this a little earlier with like different friend groups. Like there's a group of friends I have that we don't really talk about any of that kind of stuff. It's just like
Sports and hang out.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
say some stuff about it once in a while. But then there are friend groups where I'm much more open to sharing a lot of stuff about
Yeah.
our relationship and things like that. So I think it kind of goes from group to group. Like some groups are really in touch with their feelings, and then some are just like
Not?
just
That's interesting, huh?
Yeah. I have friends like that too.
Yeah. That you
For
don't
sure.
share as much
Yeah.
with. Do you have anything to add?
Yeah,
Same?
about the same. We
Okay.
do, but not to the extent that I think girls do.
Yeah.
Like where you guys might be like, oh my gosh, like he was wearing this shirt and like his hair was like
Yeah.
hanging in front
I
of
have a
his.
group chat for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like we don't
What's it
do
called?
that
I
stuff.
can't tell you.
Yeah.
Like we
Oh,
just
no,
like
you guys have no idea how much our friends know about all of the guys we like.
Yeah.
Like they know everything about you.
it's kind of scary.
Yeah, it is. You should be scared because you mess with us, you got an army coming after you.
Next question. The question says, "How do you guys feel about having to be the one to ask a girl, like to a dance or to prom?" But I think we should take it like one step further. Like, how
Oh, yeah.
do you feel about stereotypically being the one that has to make the first move?
Like ask a girl out,
Stereotypically.
ask on a date, that stuff.
I would say I don't know if it's like right to say the way I was raised, but like my dad always taught me like to be very respectful and be a gentleman, and like I would always talk to a girl's dad before if I ever like
Yeah.
asked them out, things like
Your
that.
Your parents are very traditional.
Yeah.
It's a lot like my parents too.
So I think in my like view, I always was the one to try to do the first move in my instance. But I think it's changing a lot now to where there's a lot more girls like asking guys out and stuff like that. So I think it's a little different. But in my opinion, I was always the one, or I always think that the guy should be the one to ask first.
So you enjoyed like that,
Yeah,
making that move.
Process.
absolutely.
Honestly, I feel like as a girl, sometimes it sucks feeling that because I feel like I'm much more like old school in the way I think. So it's like there'd be a guy and I'm like super interested. And I feel like if I was a guy and that was normal for me to just walk up and be like, hey, what are you doing later? Want to grab coffee?
Yeah.
I'd be like pumped because things would get moving instead of like making eye contact and smiling and walking away. You know?
Right. I'm assuming you're the same.
I feel the same way. Like I'm obviously raised with him and have those same like thoughts, but at the same time, I don't think there's really any guys. I'm sure there are, but most guys wouldn't be opposed to if a girl did make a first move.
Okay.
So you have value in like the traditional sense, but you do find it attractive if a girl were to come up
like,
and be
like maybe I would prefer to like go to her and ask her like, hey, do you want to go grab some coffee? But if she were to come to me and say
You'd
the
be
same,
into
like
it. Yeah.
I wouldn't be like, oh my gosh, like no, you asked me. Like
Right.
Ooh, so
Yeah, they'd
what
be-
if a girl proposed to you? Would you feel weird about that? You have to talk, Ryan. They can't see you.
Ryan is nodding.
Yeah, I don't know. I would feel weird, to be honest. I don't know
Yeah.
why.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's those things that have just always been in her mind. You know,
Yeah,
it's like
there's
hard to
nothing
like.
wrong with it,
Yeah.
but it's like no.
I think,
have
too,
to-
it's like centuries of like tradition,
Tradition,
yeah.
against you.
Well, and I'm sure like guys look forward to that. You know, like planning it out.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah,
And I
that's the
feel like
big
it
move.
makes
That's the
the
big
girls
move.
like that's a great moment for them too. Like that's so special. Like you plan it out, like make it romantic. Like
Yeah.
they really like that's an exciting moment for them.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it would. I'm sure it would be the same for guys, but
yeah,
I don't know. I just feel like it's more of a girl's moment for them.
yeah.
Yeah.
But to each its own. Like
Yeah.
if you're
Oh, no,
if you
totally.
feel like you're comfortable proposing to your husband or
Yeah.
fiance
Oh,
or
and
whatever,
some guys might be like,
I'm sure
into it.
he probably feels, or that he would feel fine about that. Otherwise,
Yeah.
you might
Yeah.
be hesitant.
okay, this
Interesting.
one's so funny. Okay. Do y'all ever actually wear shirts? Because I swear every time we snap each other, you're not wearing a shirt no matter what time of day it is. Very specific. Okay, but you could question this as like, if you're snapping with a girl, do you think there are guys that actually will like take off their shirt to snap?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I knew it.
100%.
Yeah,
Not all, but definitely
Yeah.
guys that would.
Yeah, that's funny.
I mean, I'll be honest. I've done that before. We're doing it. So show a little trap action.
So
and,
it's a tactic. It's
Yeah,
a tactic.
but, you
She's
know.
in
Yeah.
arms too.
Yeah.
He knew that. So
yeah, there
shoot
you
off.
go. Do you think you got her? So it worked.
So well that happened. Do you actually care? This is a good one. If a girl shaves or not.
Ooh.
They didn't
Yeah.
specify like legs
said
or
yes.
arms, but we'll just throw it all together. Let's go with legs.
I
Can we
feel
go-
like
yeah,
this
can we
is-
go-
Yeah, let's say legs. Let's say legs.
I feel like this is like a. I feel shallow saying stuff like this. Like if it's like.
No, but it's not shallow because it's not like we're saying like, okay, there's this girl, she didn't shave, and you're like, absolutely not. It's just, it's a preference. We all have preferences. So no one's judging you. We are a judge-free podcast, right?
Yeah.
I mean, would it be safe to say like, if it's like less hairy than my own leg, then I'd probably be like okay.
I would hope
As
so.
long as there's no
Yeah.
like comparison happening.
Yes, I'm hairy legs. Legs, definitely, I would say, in my opinion. And again, I don't mean to sound shallow, but
You like a shaved leg.
I don't like when there's hair on legs.
That
Okay.
makes
This
sense.
is a conversation I never thought I'd have with you.
Yeah. It's weird.
Well, you grew up with me, and I did not always have hairless legs.
Maybe
Yes.
that's why.
I just grossed him out
He's
growing
like,
up.
ugh. No, I personally, I think I have to, I don't think I can go like 3 days without because I
yeah.
love just like silky smooth legs. But, you know,
But like
some
having
people don't.
having like a little bit of hair isn't like a huge deal. But I'm talking like long, like your hair starting to curl.
You should not be able to braid it. That's
No,
for sure.
yeah.
Oh.
Braid it.
I do think, however, if you're in a relationship with someone, I do think having unshaved legs around the guy is a sign of comfort,
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
which
I
could be a
totally
good
agree.
thing.
Yep.
So we're not dismissing the unshaved
No,
legs.
I mean, again, to each his own.
Yeah.
To each his own.
It's a
Everyone has
compliment,
preferences.
really.
Ooh, this is a good one. Do you actually care if we wear makeup, or do you even notice that a girl's wearing makeup or not?
I feel like most guys would be able to somewhat notice, but not always.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm totally fine with no makeup.
Yeah.
Like I almost like prefer it sometimes.
Yeah. I could see that.
Yeah. But like I feel like I don't really have like a
Why,
super-
why do you prefer it?
prefer what?
No makeup.
So it doesn't get on your clothes?
That's what I was going to say.
That's a big one.
Oh, okay. Question. So if you went on a date with a girl and she had like bright or dark lipstick, would you be kind of like, oh, well, I'm not going to kiss you?
No.
That's a good
I
question.
feel like
I've
I feel
always
like
wondered
most of the
that.
time I like with Vanessa, like I have to ask her like, can I kiss you or am I gonna like come out with the same
Oh,
shade
that's
of
true, 'cause
lipstick? as
different
you?
lipsticks-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do lipsticks, do they transfer over?
Some-
I
some-
honestly don't know.
Some
Julia doesn't really
She
wear
doesn't
it.
wear
No,
lipstick.
Julia doesn't
Yeah.
wear lipstick.
some are solid and you're good to go, but some of them it's
Will
like
come straight off.
can't do it, bro.
But even I don't
Yeah.
care if you have like the most sturdy lipstick. If you're like macking someone, like it's gonna get
all over
out
you. Yeah.
on you. Yeah.
But I think to answer your question, Ryan, that was aggressive, by the way.
It was
I feel
What
like
did you say?
well, he was like, "Why do you prefer it?"
Oh.
I feel like a natural look is like beautiful to me.
But
But if they put it on makeup, I'm not like, ew, like your makeup.
Yeah, you're like,
it's
"Oh."
still beautiful, but I love a natural look.
That's
Do you
all I
like
wanted to hear.
the lip look? Like a
Dark
red lip
lips.
or a dark lip?
Yeah, sure. Any lips? I like lips.
Any lips?
Taryn wears
I'm a big-
I'm a big
dark
lip
one
fan.
lip.
I do.
One
I
lip.
do. Thanks, bro.
Always
Yeah.
lips.
But that's why I've wondered because I like, when you get ready for a date, like sometimes like a lipstick makes me feel hot. And then I'm like, but is this telling the guy like, oh, a kiss is not going to happen because I've covered my lips.
See,
you
that's
know?
funny. I've never thought about it with colored lipstick, but I've thought about it with gloss.
Oh yeah, gloss.
Like if I go
would
on
be
a date, I
sticky.
never wear gloss because
Is that the shiny
it's
stuff?
like shiny.
Why are you
like
laugh?
shiny. Yeah, because
You're so cute.
That was cute. Yeah, especially gloss. I feel like it just gets sticky,
Yeah,
right? So but I never thought about it with lipstick.
yeah.
But the
that
makeup,
makes
sense.
the makeup on clothes is a big one
Ooh,
too.
yeah.
That makes sense.
Or the deodorant.
Oh,
I always
yeah.
feel like girls forget to be aware when they hug. Like you gotta like put your face away from the guy, and you gotta be aware. Like if you have a bare armpit, it should not touch clothing. Like you gotta be aware of this.
I remember one of my first jobs I ever had. This is young Ashley. This was a while ago. I ran into my actual first boss, and I went, and he was in like a suit. He was meeting up with someone. I was so excited to see him. He was like, "Oh my God, hey!" I went and gave him a hug. Pulled back to keep talking, and I had left a foundation mark on his shoulder. And I remember that was the first time that had ever like really happened to me, and I was so
like, you don't know what to do.
I was like, do I wipe it off, or do I pretend it didn't happen, and maybe it could have been another girl? But like, it was so me, and I was just staring at it, and the whole time I ended up giving him a tissue and being like, can we
I'm
go?
so sorry.
I was so mortified. But like,
so
you
funny.
you have to be so aware of it.
Yeah, you
So
do.
Do you ever notice when girls hug you and are like pulling their head away?
I feel like
Do you take it personally?
Yeah, that's true.
Because it's like, I don't want to.
definitely not recently, but I remember vividly specific times in high school.
Yeah.
Where like having like a black sweater on or like a white jacket or something like that, and then just like a face imprint, like you can see who it is based on like.
And that makes sense because that's around the time where girls are starting
Putting
to really
so
put
much makeup on. They don't know how to
especially
set it.
'cause
Yeah,
freaking
yeah, yeah.
acne.
Yeah. Which again is fine, but yeah, if you're gonna start wiping on people's clothes, then
That's
keep your
rough.
space.
Like I'm gonna start noticing that now. If like somebody like hugs
Yeah.
with their face.
I
away.
do all
I've
the
never-
time, and I try to do an extra squeeze, so they're like, "Oh, she's hugging me," but I'm like, I'm just thinking about you, you know?
do that to
It's
me?
all for you.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
If I have a face full of makeup, I'm just like,
Appreciate you.
yeah, I got you, bro.
Next question. Do you put effort into your style or look for us? Obviously,
Right.
I feel like there are like more special dates where you do like, you know, comb your hair or whatever. But like in general, would you say that because I know I'm a confidently speak for us girls. I know we do.
Yeah. Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah.
Do you do that?
So like if I'm going on like a nice date, obviously I'm gonna wear nice clothes.
Yeah.
Maybe
some cologne.
Yeah, maybe a shot of it. Yeah. But for the most part, I mean, you guys have known me for years. I just put on whatever I see first and like,
Yep.
let's get out the house.
Definitely validate
But
that.
obviously, like if I'm trying to go out on a nice date, like I'm gonna put some time and effort and like,
Right.
or I'll ask Julia like, hey, what do you think I should wear? Because you know, Taryne changed my style way back when, but I've never really had great like style.
That is a good big sister right there.
I play that game with Vanessa a lot too.
Mhm.
Like, what do you want me to wear tonight? Because I feel like
It's for them.
it's for them. So like they want to like what they're looking at. So I ask them.
That's
right.
So
Yeah.
it also depends on like the stage of your relationship.
Right.
That's
So like
true.
when I was like first like talking to Vanessa, like every time I knew she was gonna be there, like I would try to
Freaking,
wear
like cleaning his
something.
shoes before
Yeah, like not looking like a fool, but like now that we're like married, not that I want to sound like lazy, but like if we go out, I'm normally wearing like a white or a black t-shirt and like
Yeah.
some shorts or some joggers or something like that. But
you actually prefer for them to tell you what to wear? Because that's interesting.
I don't know if it's
I
a
wouldn't say
preference or laziness kind of. I'm
Yeah,
just like,
it's
yeah,
pretty
whatever you
lazy.
want. I don't
Yeah.
care. Like that's what I'm hearing when you say it.
Yeah,
but
definitely lazy. Yeah.
like she's pulled out clothes like while we're like shopping, while she's shopping, and be like, oh my gosh, like do you like this shirt? And I'm like, well, do you like that shirt? She's like, I love it. Yeah, let's get it. So yeah, I guess it just depends. And that's coming from two like not so fashion forward gentlemen.
Well, you guys are different. Ryan definitely has the like sports dad style, and
Thanks.
you rock it. It's great. And then Brett, you definitely have like the sporty look, but then you also like will throw in things like boots or like a denim jacket or stuff like that too.
but separate from my sporty look.
separate from your
So I'm
sporty
not
look,
wearing, like, some-
sometimes mixed.
Joggers and boots. Like
No.
let me clarify.
Your wifey would not let you walk out of the house like that. She's like, okay. I really like this one. So obviously, like girls have insecurities in relationships, right? Like, what? Are you laughing or are you choking?
I was coughing.
Oh, okay. You
I didn't
good?
wanna
He's trying
cough
to be
in the mic.
respectful. Why'd you call him
good?
out?
I cleared my throat
I
a little
couldn't
bit
tell.
ago.
I was like, what'd I do?
I was dying.
So girls have insecurities in relationships, right? Like, what is an insecurity as a guy you might have either just within yourself or in relationships? Like, what's an insecurity?
That is a good question. Go ahead, Brett.
An insecurity that we have as a
Or
guy.
just you in general, like what's something, I think because girls, we're so in tune and aware of our own insecurities. Like that's a big thing, like as women we talk about. And I don't feel like guys necessarily talk about that stuff. So like what's something that like you struggled with as a guy that you were insecure about or, you know, you had to work through?
Man, that's
Getting deep.
That's tough because like you said, like I don't think people hear a lot about guys like insecurities at times.
Well, I think that's kind of like the society, like
Yeah.
for guys, it's very different. Like I feel like you're not supposed to talk about that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And maybe that is the insecurity, is maybe not feeling strong enough, or like having to like put on this like facade when the truth is like you're not doing great, but you can't talk about it.
No, I agree.
Yeah, I would say, and I'm not gonna share, like I have like some deeper ones that I've talked to my girlfriend about.
Whatever you're comfortable with.
But I would say like early in the relationship, like I was scared that she might not like a side of me that would come out. Like for instance, like my competitive side. Like it's a really, I mean, it
the Esslingers have a competitive side. That is true.
Like I in elementary, I would lose friends because I was too like competitive at times and stuff like that. So I think early in the relationship, like that was one for me. Like, what if she's not gonna like this side of me?
Yeah,
and
like
then,
turns her off. Kind of. Yeah.
But then like as we got deeper in the relationship, then that's when like I really started sharing like some of my like deeper insecurities and things with her. So
no, that's good. That's really interesting. Because I could see and again, like all of this is like generalizations, right? Like every person is like completely different. But I can see like that, like something like we don't think about, like how guys might like be like, ooh, like what do I say? Because they're more maybe sometimes like closed off than girls where we're a little bit more open. Again, it's very, depends on the person. But
yeah. So without, like Ryan said, without sharing like our own individual insecurities, guys definitely do have them.
Yeah.
Right.
Really? Okay. And do you think like, I mean, I wonder like if that is more difficult, because like, at least with girls, like I can sit and tell Ash like, I struggled today. Like I felt really like fat, or I felt really lonely or something. And then she sits and is like, oh, I had a hard day too. And we like talk about it.
It is so, me, her, and Alicia, we do this probably at least a few times a week.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I really struggled with this today. And it's so easy to talk about, because I feel like stereotypically as women, like we're encouraged to talk about it.
Yeah.
So it would be hard to
have to go through that. So has that been hard?
It can definitely lead to like problems.
Yeah.
Because if you like hold on to those insecurities and like don't say anything because you're like not supposed to as a guy, then those instances might keep coming up and you're not saying anything, but you're like feeling some type of way about it. So until you like just kind of swallow it and tell them, it's going to keep happening, and it'll lead to either a nice conversation where you get it out and it's all good, or a difficult one. But yeah, I think once you get into a relationship where you're like planning on going somewhere with it, like you gotta be able to come forward with those.
Tell me why he's talking about me. That was weird.
I know. Yeah. But it's true. And we've talked about this before, God. Like how much things can have power over you until you speak it out. And like when you speak it out, usually you're like, it's like you hear yourself and you're like, oh wait, like this is normal, I'm okay. Or you get that other person that like takes part of your burden, is like, okay, let's get through this together. So I can definitely see that being hard. Thanks for sharing, guys.
Yeah, sorry, can I add one more thing?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh my gosh, yes.
So you were talking about how like it's harder for guys to like share those kind of things with each other. I remember the first time in college when I had like a Bible study with my friends, like it was like a super weird experience, like talking about some of those things. And by the end of it, like every one of us was like in tears, because it was such a power, like you're saying, like speaking it out and things like that. Like we were all speaking out things that we probably never like told another guy before, like somebody like close to us. So it was like a super powerful moment to where we actually were like getting out these things that were like we've been dealing with for like our whole lives or whatnot.
Oh my gosh, and how freeing that must have been. Yeah,
it was crazy. Yeah.
Wow, I've never actually like sat and thought about this dynamic. It's really interesting.
It's crazy because I struggle really hard expressing my feelings, and like me and Taryne had a disagreement like a week ago and I couldn't bring it up till like a week later, and it killed me for like a week, and it was awkward and it was weird, but like once I finally talked about it, it was not that big of a deal. But in your head,
it's huge.
It's this huge monster, and I couldn't imagine having to do that for most of your life.
You can't sit on those things. It's
not healthy.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh wow. This is like an awesome topic that I think needs to be talked about. And it makes me like really like, if I have boys someday, like just the importance of like having that atmosphere where it's like we talk about it.
Possible future mom, I'm like jotting this down if I have a boy. Okay, this question I'm very curious.
Oh gosh.
About
I like when she laughs. I know. It's terrifying.
Is peeing standing up really as good as we think it is?
Literally the best thing.
Oh, it's great.
I
Yeah.
knew it.
I mean, obviously, never mind.
Can you finish that?
No, I
I'm
can't.
curious.
I'm
now.
curious. Yeah.
Dude, go for
I
it.
was just gonna say, I've obviously never like peed like a female.
You've never
Right,
sat down and
right.
peed?
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
Oh.
Obviously, I've
that's a
sat
good
down
question.
and peed, but
So
Oh,
what
you
does that
do?
mean? You've never peed like a female?
Because sitting
You're
down
weird.
and peeing is essentially peeing like
Yeah.
a
So
female.
Comfortable.
I'm surprised Ashley's not tapping out right now.
What
Yeah.
about when you have to take a dookie?
That's,
Yeah, no,
I'm out. I can't. I was like, well, this is different. Freaking
No,
Karen.
I'm
you guys
out.
are
Freaking Karen.
crazy.
Okay, we'll just wrap this up.
Yeah,
on-
I'll save Ryan. Yeah, it's awesome. And even being
Yeah.
able to just like go walk next to a tree and like just get her done. Like
See, that's the thing.
Get her
more, have you
done.
understood it more now that you're married? Like going on long road trips and having to pee, like you can't just like stop.
mhm.
Has that made you realize a little how difficult it is?
Yeah, I think
More
all
so,
the
or you
trips.
had Taryne?
Yeah, all
Oh,
the
yeah,
trips that we've
Africa
taken
too.
to Liberia, where like we'll pull off to the side of the road and like the guys will take like 2 steps away from the van and just like face away and go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Where the girls have to like hike through bushes and like go
Yeah.
find a
They
covering
get
and
cut from all
bring
the
their toilet paper with
twigs.
them.
Yeah.
Well, if someone walks around the corner and a guy's peeing, all he has to do is a quick angling and he's good. Like,
Girls,
my
done.
whole bum bum is out. Like, I got to
She
freaking
said bum
struggle.
bum.
I'm like tripping over myself. It takes me a while to get it over my thunder thighs. Like, it's not like a pretty, it's not a pretty sight at all.
Can we bring
Bum bum.
you a fan right here? Can we bring back a proof it of the picture that Ashley took of Taryne up in the mountains?
yes.
Why would you
absolutely.
do that?
Absolutely.
You weren't there.
I struck gold. It was where were we? Oh my god, it was Yosemite.
Yeah, Yosemite.
So Brett and his
We've
wife
already told the story.
now, did we?
Yeah, you guys
Yes,
have already
you
proofed
posted
it.
it
Yeah.
on
I want to bring
Proof It.
it back.
Oh,
Making a request.
You know what? On this note, it's a great time for us to take a quick
Did I
break.
put a
So when
moon
we come
in
back,
place of
this
it?
conversation
Is that what
will
I
be
did?
over. Goodbye. Hey guys, we just wanted to take a second to just say thank you for being a part of our little unsolicited advice family.
We love you guys so much, and it would mean so much to us if you would rate, review, subscribe, and share our podcast. Spread the word, spread the love.
Yes.
Give advice to everyone. Advice for you, advice for your mom, advice
Change
for your
the world.
friends. Change the world. Help us get the word out there. And yeah, that would mean so much to us. And back to the show.
As a guy, if you get up in the middle of the night, do you sit or stand?
I stand. We have a
Really?
cool.
I
We have a
stand,
cool
yeah.
new
See,
light.
I want to like keep my eyes closed so like I can go back to
Ooh,
sleep.
yeah.
So I sit down, yeah.
Well,
Is this
that's
recording?
what I-
That was funny.
But I also most of the time still close my eyes.
Yeah.
I close
Once
my
you
eyes.
hit the target, once you're locked in, and
then it's like echolocation. You're just you're listening for the faint sound of porcelain, and then you adjust. And,
Yeah.
yeah.
Whoa.
we also have a new light that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, we got a
illuminates
toilet
the-
light.
Yeah,
My
my
parents
dad
has
got
one.
it for
I
us.
didn't know about
that.
No,
It's
it
nice.
literally is game changing because the second you walk into the bathroom, it lights up. So like I don't stub my toes anymore, like trying to come to the toilet. I'm
Well,
like,
and the
there it
worst is like when you have to turn on the bright light. It's really
Oh,
bright,
yeah,
then you turn
yeah.
it off, and then you can't see trying to go
Yeah.
back to bed. Yeah.
It is really helpful.
Anyhow.
I'm getting one.
Okay.
Done and done. Sold. I am going to Amazon Prime it tonight.
Okay, so we're gonna get back into questions. Do you prefer a girl's looks or personality?
Be honest.
Yeah, be honest.
I feel like Ryan kind of
Being
talked about
honest.
this, like in one
yeah,
of
we
the
covered it a
first,
little.
yeah, one of the first questions. Like when you first see someone or like meet someone, like looks is going to be one of the first things you notice, and then personality is going to come as you develop that relationship.
Yeah. So here's the thing. If there was like a hot girl, but then her personality sucked, like how quick would that fade out of where you were like not into it?
Quick.
Yeah, real quick.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
I would feel like it would draw you in really quick, and then it'd be like, meh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's some things that like looks can't overcome.
Yeah.
Like I can remember when I was single,
Vanessa's like glaring through
when
the
I was
glass.
single,
Just kidding.
like if you saw a girl that like I remember specifically like one time like we saw a girl and like we were all kind of like looking at her and she like pulled out a cigarette and lit it and like instantly I was like nah.
Not into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's not personality, but like if something comes across that you're not a fan of or
Yeah.
you're not into, like it's super
Ooh,
easy to
so this
pass
leads,
away.
This leads into
Not pass away. I don't know why I said pass away.
Oh. Oh, just kidding.
Just pass. Not
so
away.
that obviously smoking, that's one of your turnoffs.
Oh, yeah.
What are some of your other turnoffs? Or like deal breaker kind of things?
Wait, Ryan got out of the personality.
Oh, sorry.
Or
Well, he
Actually, I had
kind of
really
answered
good-
it earlier.
I had a
But
good
no,
one.
Oh
say
yeah,
it,
give
say
it to
it.
us.
Yeah. So like when I was obviously back when I was single too, there was a few like small relationships I would get in where I thought I was like really about a girl, and then like after like a couple months, I was like, dude, I do not like this girl at all.
Yeah.
And I really was like, there's something wrong with me. Like I think we probably talked about this back then, but I was like, what's wrong with me? Why can't I continue to like a girl? And then when I met Julia and like that, those feelings like kept going and lasting, I realized like it was a personality. Like I was really attracted to her first, and then like the personality kept going. Like she was super funny, all this stuff.
yeah.
So then like I was like, oh, okay, like that's how the relationship kept going. And that's why obviously it's still going.
Well,
so.
like attraction is great, especially
yeah.
in the beginning, but like you have to live with that personality.
Yeah.
Eventually, like if
Eventually,
this
yeah.
is like the person, then you have to like really deal with that. And if you don't vibe well,
Oh, totally.
Yes.
And you never know, like looks are like totally like fleeting. You know what I mean? Like you could get in a car accident and drastically change the way you look. You could,
age is real.
you know, weight goes up and down. Like there's just a bunch of things that could happen. And so I think that's what's so important about relationships is like you have to say like, okay, if I'm stuck with you for the rest of life, sitting on a couch, like just talking about life, like who do I want to spend that time with? Like
Yeah,
what
you
if
can't.
what if I can't see you after a while? Like and then I hate just like talking to you. You know what I mean? Like it's just what is
Yeah, you
important.
can't spend the rest of your life with someone based on how they look, but it's who you can handle being around for weeknights and weekends for like the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Sitting on a couch watching TV.
Watching them
Yeah.
brush
Just hang
their
out.
teeth for
Grocery
the-
store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
commitment right there. Okay, next question. And I'm curious about this too. You guys know I'm a big daydreamer. I have a problem. Do you ever daydream about marrying a girl when you like first? This doesn't have to be like a serious thing, but like let's say you like this person. Do you ever say, I wonder like
Daydream about
could
your
I
futures.
see us
Yeah.
together in the future being married? Because I'm pretty sure almost all girls
Oh,
do.
I've been married 1,000 times to people who don't even know my name.
Yeah, I definitely did early in the relationship. You just like automatically are thinking about that. In my instance, I was always thinking about it, and then like in a serious relationship, I was like, if I'm not thinking about that, then like why am I in this relationship?
Right.
It
The point.
flips.
So yeah, exactly. It flipped to like a more serious question. But at first, I was like, oh, like I wonder.
So when guys daydream, is it like detailed, like thinking about like, oh, what our wedding would be like or how I would ask her? Or is it literally just like, oh,
Can
like
I see it?
I could see my life with her?
Yeah, not very detailed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can't relate. Oh, is it my turn? Sorry.
Yeah.
Awkward. Okay. This is good. Okay. Are guys willing to put effort into helping to heal a girl? So like if you are in a relationship and the girl has like past maybe issues or insecurities or things like that, like are you willing to put in that effort to like help with the healing process?
Yeah, if you truly are about the girl and you love her or are starting to fall in love with her, I think like even if you looked at it from like a selfish perspective, if they are struggling with things that you know are going to keep happening, then that might start affecting like your whole relationship. So like 100%, like I would put a lot of time into like maybe like reassuring my girlfriend or saying things to her to try to help her with those things that she's going through. So I think if you're really about a girl, you're gonna put that time in for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, not necessarily in a sense of like, oh, I'm gonna fix you or I'm gonna like help fix you, but you're gonna be there for them, like however they need. So if that's just to sit by them and be by them, or take their mind off of something, or distract them, or speak
Like
into
to be a
them
shoulder
with
to cry on,
yeah,
or like intentional, work on it.
yeah, or speak kind words into them to help build them up, whatever it is. But yeah, you definitely can't approach it as like, ooh, I'm gonna fix you.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's why I had to a lot of times go to my sister and be like, hey, like here's what's going on, like what do you think I should do? Because obviously I don't have a degree like her where she's like knows
She does have a
You hear
degree in
that?
counseling.
She has a
You
minor.
hear that? You hear that? She so easily dismisses my knowledge. It cut to me being like, why do we even take school? Take school?
Yeah, right.
Take
Yeah.
school?
Good.
Jeez. No, but 100%, that's what those relationships are there for. Like your sister is there so that you can work on that. That's what my sister's for. That's what Taryne is to me. So like, I think that's really important to have that. I would love to know if you think that girls that have kind of a tomboy look to them is attractive, or do you like pretty girls, like pretty not pretty?
Not pretty. No. Yeah. Like,
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Is that like a preference thing?
Yeah, it's a personal preference thing. I think I like it. Like kind of an athletic, chill
Kind
vibe.
of like a sporty girl.
Yeah.
Versus like the.
Yeah. Like if they're
girl?
super
Girly
like
girl.
yeah, maybe
That's what
high
yeah.
maintenance or something like that, where like even just going out to like Ralph's,
Yeah.
like they've got to put on like a dress and a shoe and
Yeah.
like do their hair and stuff, or like if they're just gonna throw on some slides with you and some joggers and a t-shirt.
Yeah. This
But I
leads
think
me
it's a-
to
It's a
another
personal
question.
preference.
What would you define high maintenance being?
You're on a roll, dude. Go ahead.
I don't know. I mean,
Only because you mentioned it. I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
curious.
maybe I feel like maybe high maintenance in that maybe they do have to put on like a full face and like an outfit no matter where you go.
Yeah.
Because
then you have to wait for that full face.
yeah
and
take
outfit.
a long time to get ready, and like everything's got to be perfect, and like
Yeah.
always aware of like what you're looking like, or I
Yeah.
don't know, I guess.
Yeah,
But
think
I
that's
could see
good.
that because you yourself are so chill. So I could see that being something where it's like, this feels so like foreign to me. Like, why can't we just get dressed and go to dinner? You know what I mean? Whereas some other people, like their high maintenance might be like, she always wants to tell me about her day. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like high maintenance itself, like,
Or read her journal entry to them.
shut up. Yeah, like I'm sure it like differs to each person, you know, like what you feel like, okay, this is like a lot for me to do. But I don't know. Do you have anything?
I don't think so. No,
Okay.
my mind's
You
not
can
working
pass.
on that.
Yeah, you
one.
can pass. You can pass.
Pass.
This is a great one. What is the best way to break up with a guy?
Let me grab my notepad.
I know, please, because I'm breaking up with so many people.
Wow.
I mean,
I've never been broken up with before. That's what you're gonna say.
no, I wasn't gonna say that, but true. I don't know. I feel like I don't know, the same way that a girl would want, like just get to the point, don't drag it on.
But I don't feel like that's it. Like girls are much more like, we want it gently. We want to be like reassured during it.
But what does that look like to you?
I don't, honestly, I technically have never been broken up with either because I dumped him, but he wouldn't take me
That's
back. So, you know, take that or leave it. I don't know, honestly, how I would. I think I would want like, I think girls, we like want to know exactly like why. Like, why are you feeling? What did I do? Could I have done something different? At least me personally. But I definitely would want it to be like, get to the point, and then I wouldn't want there to be like confusion after. Like if this is it, like don't hit me up. Like don't drag this on or like my photos on Instagram and make me like go crazy thinking like, what did that mean? You know?
Yeah.
But I've heard a lot of guys that are like, no, just straight to the point. Like just be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like straight to the point, not we're through, done.
Yeah.
Like
Not
we
rude.
would want some type of explanation
Yeah.
or conversation, and if nothing can come from it and it's over, then it's over. But
I think one of the best things you can do, all genders aside, is just be like, I don't want to waste your time or mine.
Yeah.
Bam.
that's
That
really
makes it feel so like I'm thinking of you and I'm thinking of me and
Yeah.
I'm doing this for us.
Yeah.
yeah,
To
because if
live
you
better
play
lives.
that whole like, oh, like it's not you, like I've got it, then
It's
the guy
cliche.
might think like, well, okay, it's not me, so like maybe when things like work out for you, or maybe when you're
Yeah,
like
like
There's
I'll be
still
got
like
your
a-
head on
yeah.
right, like
Yeah.
I'll be right here. So yeah, if it's over, just
Yeah.
tell him it's over.
That's
Mhm.
interesting.
Question, would it ruin the friendship if someone were to confess feelings?
Ooh, this is a good one.
A lot of people think that guys can't be friends with girls and vice versa.
Yeah.
Some people think they totally can, but if you were friends, like really good friends with a girl and she confessed feelings with you, would that ruin the friendship?
I feel like specifically like if you didn't feel the same, like could you continue to be friends with someone if you knew that they had feelings? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it would definitely, if you 100% weren't thinking of them at all in that way, and they said that, I think first of all, it would catch you so far off guard, like,
Right, if you're
to
not
where
feeling it at all.
yeah, you're like, wait, what? Like, I thought we were just best friends, like, but if you had like any hint of attraction or whatnot towards them, then I think it would be a little more like usual.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would be a little caught off guard, and I don't think I could go on with that friendship in the same capacity that I was before.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I feel like that's true to an extent.
You got an
Or-
eyelash. Hold on.
Thanks, bro.
Make
I
a
don't want
wish.
I want my listeners to see that. I feel like that was a good
That
one.
was good.
I feel like that's true to an extent, but I also feel that as time passes, like it could get back to normal. Like, yeah, the first like couple weeks or months or whatever, like you might be kind of weird around that person, or like be super aware of like what you're saying and like how you might, or how you think they might take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like over time, like that's nothing that you shouldn't be able to like.
If it's
Yeah.
a true friendship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that happened. It was weird. Like, we're good now. But yeah, it'll be awkward for a little bit, but
Yeah.
Has that ever
Better-
happened to you?
better feel. I don't think so.
So
No,
I
yeah.
feel like guys could recover a lot easier than girls could in that
Because we
situation.
overthink everything.
Because we do overthink everything. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think it's like a fatal thing where like one confesses feelings, the other one doesn't reciprocate, and it's like
Yeah.
boom, their relationship's done.
Right.
Like, it'll be awkward for a while, but I feel like you'll get past it.
Side
Better-
question.
Better be awkward about it for a little bit than like never know.
Yeah. Do you think guys and girls can't be friends? Like opposite sex can be friends?
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay. What about when you're in a relationship?
I think yeah, but the dynamic changes. Like things that
Yeah, I would agree.
things that would be okay when like you're not in a relationship wouldn't necessarily be okay.
Like
Well-
going out, getting coffee, all of a sudden becomes like,
Yeah, like one-on-one stuff, and
Yeah.
like it's
Yeah.
just like you and another person, or like in an enclosed place or at a house or something like that.
Yeah.
Then those things become a little bit different. But
Yeah.
you could still. I mean, we have. Me and Vanessa have a lot of friends of different gender, and like
Yeah.
we're all cool and it's fine. But yeah, the dynamic does change a little bit.
that
Yeah.
makes complete sense to me.
Oh, totally.
You guys talked about that like a while back.
Yeah, of
we
like
did.
that line. I think where the danger comes is like how much you're investing in those. So like if I am only investing in like all guy friends and then eventually want to get married, then I'm going to struggle with friendships because I can't continue that. So we were talking about the importance of like, you know, really finding those close people that can continue to be in your life. And that might be different for everyone, but I do definitely think the dynamic needs to change. And I think that's where a lot of issues come, is because people get in relationships and are like, no, like this is my friendship. I don't have to change anything. But it's weird. Like there is a shift that definitely can happen. So, okay. If you say you're not interested, is there a chance you'll change your mind?
I would. Oh, you want to go?
No, dude, do it.
I would say there's always a chance, because you might all of a sudden like start seeing them in a different way. But I don't think I've ever experienced that, so I don't know how to like talk on that on my behalf. But I do know like guys that have had friends maybe thought of them in certain ways, and then like all of a sudden like, oh shoot, like I actually
I have
kind
feelings,
of
yeah.
I have feelings for this girl. So I think that it's possible for sure. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, definitely not impossible. Whether it's a change in circumstance, you were interested in someone or you were with someone, now you're not, or they change, not physically, but like if they were like super immature or like a big partier, and then all of a sudden
Yeah.
like now they're not as much, maybe that might be like something that's a little more appealing or whatever it is. But
Yeah.
yeah, so not impossible, but it could happen.
Cool.
Do you stalk girls on social media?
Ooh, that's a good one.
I have definitely stalked girls on social media, like when I was.
It's the new world
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
we live in.
I learned from the best sitting
Yeah.
across from you over
Sure.
there.
Girl, I could stalk
That is truth
Yeah.
right there. She's taught me.
No, I don't think any comparison girls
you.
to guys. Girls,
Yeah.
I think, do it a lot more and a lot more aggressively.
Can I also add, I think stealthily sometimes?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But
Wait, what
see,
does that
that's
mean?
the
Guys
thing
for
is
sure
like
do it.
girls know how to like go in. Like we don't just go look at the photos. We look at tagged photos. We look at captions. We look at comments. Like both of them, the girls they're with, literally they knew. Like I stalked their social medias until I was like, and they both were like very interested because I'm always freaking right.
I'm
Please,
pretty sure.
Please
You are.
confirm.
Yeah.
Always right. So I literally would sit and I would stalk for a while, and then I'd be like, okay, she seems cool. And you could see them both just like, oh God, okay.
I'm
'Cause
pretty
there
sure
is-
when I was
yeah.
first talking to Vanessa and like I told you we were at your house, and I literally was like, okay, like I have to tell you something. Like I've been talking to this girl, and then like I just handed you my
Yeah,
phone.
he did. He
Like,
did.
I
He
was like, I
literally
knew-
handed me her Instagram, and then we sat there in silence, and I was going.
Yeah,
and
I
then-
didn't say a word. She
and
was just
then-
like
yeah.
went ham on it.
And I was like, okay.
That's so
So yeah, a lot
funny.
more detail too. Like we might go to their page and like
Look
like,
at photos.
pictures.
Yeah.
Where you guys are gonna go like way more
Yeah.
into it. Yeah.
We go in.
But yeah, I'd say guys do.
Definitely.
Not anymore though. I'm married.
Well, yeah, you are.
You keep saying that.
We know.
Well, my
We
wife's
get
sitting
it.
here looking at me, and I'm like,
We
yeah, I
get
stop
it.
girls.
Yeah.
I don't.
So that's pretty much, I mean, there's literally so much more, but maybe we can have you guys on again for another segment like this.
Round 2.
I wanted to know one.
Go.
I thought you were gonna go, and then I was gonna take it after.
My bad.
Does non-natural colored hair turn you off?
Non-natural color.
like
Yeah,
blue.
like bright
Blue.
pink.
Hey,
or
remember
like
your
purple.
sister who is not a natural redhead is sitting
But
here.
you
so-
have
No, but you have a
natural-looking
natural
hair.
color.
Oh, I get it. Like
I'm talking about like
brights.
bright hair.
Okay.
Is that like a ugh, or is that like
again?
a,
It's
ooh?
probably gonna be like personal preference for
Yeah.
me. I've never
Not
been
into
like,
it.
oh dang, like look at that green hair, like sick. But yeah, to each his own.
Yeah.
I feel like there's for sure guys that
Into
would
it.
feel that, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, Julia told me one time she was gonna dye her hair like purple or something like that, and I was like,
I remember that.
nah, like, no, we're
Shut
good.
that down real
We're
quick.
good on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need to do that.
Julia has pretty hair. I love her hair.
That's
She
funny.
does.
Last one. If you had to pick like a favorite article of clothing on a girl.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh, and
Mm.
hairstyle.
Some guys are like, ooh, a dress always, or some guys are, heels done.
Dang.
What does Nick
got
say
one?
on New Girl? It's winter. They have all those scarves and sweaters, and what's underneath?
So many layers.
Yeah. I have to know.
I don't know if I have one.
Really?
I would say like I don't know. Yeah, like a nice dress,
You like dresses?
showing a little bit of leg, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Getting
Can I say
weird.
a
No, I'm
current
just
trend
kidding.
for me? Like fitted joggers or fitted pants on guys.
Oh yeah, into it.
Oh, cool.
I'm
cool.
so glad we're
Into
past
it.
the baggy scene. That was
Yeah.
that was a
Into
worst.
it. What about you?
I don't know. I feel like the first thing that comes to mind, like when I'm at like my most comfortable and like chilling with Vanessa, if she has just on like a t-shirt, like a white tee or like
Yeah,
a plain tee, something like that, like just super chill. I love that.
you're into it.
Yeah.
It's weird.
What about a hairstyle?
Just kidding, it's not weird.
They're married.
Hairstyle. I like long hair.
Just
I
like
do.
long, straight.
Long, straight,
whether
or
it's
like a
curled
little
or
bit
not.
of curl, like in there
Okay.
once in a while, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
What about you, Brett?
I don't know. I dig my Vanessa's balayage, the little.
Oh,
The
okay.
blonde
okay.
at the end?
Yeah, her
Dig
hair
that.
is prime.
But
yeah.
like she's done her hair curly and straight and
Don't have a
buns and all that
preference
kind
in
of stuff.
that.
No, I love it.
Yeah.
She's been talking about maybe cutting it short, and like I think she'd look beautiful.
Yeah,
But like her long hair is like bomb.
so cute.
Good.
Her long hair is gorgeous. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I agree. I love the balayage. Feels like summer.
Yeah.
Makes
Yeah.
me
dope.
happy.
Well, me and Ash got 5 questions.
Oh,
Do we get to read them to you?
Do we get to read them?
Oh, do you want to?
Absolutely.
Okay, right down here where
Do
it
you
says
know how to
question for
read?
girls.
Shut up! I know how to
Ooh.
read.
You're a little dyslexic.
I'm a
so.
teacher.
Sibling.
You go first
rivalry.
because I
Okay.
don't know how to read.
Questions for girls.
From
That's
our
what it says.
from our 5% male listeners. Hello.
What?
Well, what is that? It says, "I don't know. Help me."
That literally is one. I don't know how
That
to
was a
help.
question.
That was one. I was dying.
Help
was the
us,
question?
guys?
Help you?
Just help us.
Help us.
Okay,
Here
I
you
will
go.
help you.
Yeah, one thing.
I will help you. Let me think.
Ashley.
Dude, I get that question though, because like girls are
Like, help
difficult.
me. What do you want
So
from
like
me?
I don't even know how to like direct a question. Just
Let me just tell you this. Girls are not as difficult as we seem. If you tell us we're pretty, reassure us of your feeling, and put effort into like the things that we're passionate about and spending time with us, I feel like most of the time we'll be great. It's really not that hard. It's when a girl starts to get in that place where they're questioning and they're having to fish for, like, does he think I'm cute? Does he love me? Does he whatever? That's when I feel like the danger of insecurity starts setting in, and then they get a little rogue. But I feel like girls are not as simple. It's like a dog, like throw it a bone every once in a while. Just like, you know.
Phone every once in a while. It's a great analogy.
So that's my help for you.
I actually kind of really agree with that. I think for girls specifically, it's not like this huge gesture that needs to be done, but like if you're just standing there right next to her, like grab her hand or like squeeze her, put your hand on like her lower back, or like squeeze her hand, send her a text randomly. Like literally, I don't need like a bouquet of flowers.
Random is good.
Just out of nowhere, just
Yes.
be like, hey, thinking of you.
Kiss
Done.
on the cheek.
It doesn't even have
Bringing
to have
a
an
fla-
exclamation
Yes.
point. Heart bursting. Like
Yeah.
it makes me think that you're thinking of me, and that makes me really excited because it came out of nowhere and it wasn't expected.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like if I had a
Something little
stressful
like
day
that.
and I told my guy about it and he showed up to my work and just said, "Hey, I hope you have a better day," and handed me a Diet Coke and left, I would be I would do. I'm
Just
yours,
showing
whatever
up,
you
period,
want.
would just blow
But
my
it's
mind.
just like, you know, those little things, like pay attention to what girls like and randomly without need or cause do that kind of thing, and you got a partner for life.
yeah.
Okay.
Dude,
there.
shout out to whoever sent that question, because that was some solid info off
Threw me off.
Help me.
I don't know. Help me, you guys. Dude,
He knew
that was
exactly
awesome.
what he was talking about.
So good for you, bro. All right. What are some things that guys do where they think it's hot, but it's actually a huge turn off?
Oh, yes. I'm sorry, but pictures with your middle finger up is like the dumbest thing ever. I will never understand why guys, I'm not even joking, almost every single guy on dating apps, there's at least one picture where him and his friends are flipping off the camera, and I will never understand why people think that's attractive.
I don't even understand that.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, not into it.
Who are you mad at? The
I thought you were
photographer?
talking to me. I was like,
I know. I was like, what? And
Who's-
I realized
who's
he was
this
talking about-
directed
That's what,
to?
like, it's like you're sitting on a beautiful beach and you're like drinking a margarita with your middle finger in there. It just makes I don't get it. I don't understand. It really bothers me.
It's
Go
not all
ahead.
guys. It's not all guys.
No, not all.
It
guys.
definitely isn't. I feel like there's a lot of guys out there who will not smile for pictures, and it's just a straight face.
Yeah, I don't love the straight face.
Now, hold on. There's
up.
like there's like happy, like just not smiling face, and then there's like I have to put on a manly mad face,
Like a tough guy.
like
Yeah,
a tough
yeah.
guy. It's like the second a camera comes out, their face goes like mean, and then their arms get just a little bit bigger.
Not
Out
into
of-
it.
Yeah, I hate that. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, just stop.
Yeah.
It's gross.
Oh, also the whole like, I think just the macho thing in general. Like when like a guy will look at you and he'll kind of like walk past you, like trying to seem like he's so like macho and cool, or like he has a fast car, so he revs his engine and then takes off. It's like, bro, you literally just left. I can't see you anymore.
I'm
So
gonna
like,
throw another one in there
I
at
don't
the
understand.
gym. You throw your weights down and you're gonna grunt super loud so the whole gym can hear. Get out.
Ew, I hate that.
No, hold on. But sometimes a grunt comes out when you're just like going for it. So
I agree.
I 100%.
but I feel like you can tell the
But, yeah,
difference
there's-
from.
There's
a
a douchebag.
Big
Yeah,
difference
yeah.
between
Okay.
like an accidental I'm working hard grunt and those guys that make the most noise. There's
I
there's
can
a
tell
group of
you-
them at the gym I go to, and
Yeah.
this dude was literally on, like, I don't know if this is a bad thing to say, but like if I were to pick like the number one machine that like a girl would want to work out on,
Oh god.
like it would be that one.
The
Meaning, like-
Stairmaster?
Dude,
Hey,
Stairmaster's
donate
Back
legit.
off the Stairmaster.
Wait till you're about
That is my
7 years
my
older and
jam.
your knees are shot. You'll be right up there with me.
I will say I saw a guy work on the Stairmaster the other day. I was like, oh.
But anyways,
Sure,
yeah, he was
that's
on this
great.
like little machine, and literally like every like rep he did was just yelling and like
Yeah.
grunting, and yeah,
a clear sign every single time. It gives you away if whether or not this is so sad, whether or not you're a douchebag or not, is when you throw the weights down and then you look around and see who's watching.
yeah.
Yeah.
What
The
gives
look
it away.
around.
Because the
Mhm.
accidental grunts, that's normal, but like they're not gonna
Got it.
be looking to see who's looking.
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah.
guys who throw it down and go "Rah," and then look up at the cardio
Yeah,
area.
yeah.
That's
Because
what
even
it's
like even the throwing down, like some exercises when you've got like
you
Yeah,
have
you
to
just
throw.
180
throw.
pounds up on your shoulders, like you have to drop it down. But yeah, when it's the loud noise and then like
And then
Me
the
with my
turnaround.
25 dumbbells, I'm like, oh. Okay, next question.
Yep,
I feel like
right.
we answered that.
Did you skip this one on purpose?
oh no, what did I do?
I don't even know what this means. Actually, I do. Does independence intimidate?
Absolutely not.
No,
Boom.
Love it.
I don't
Love
think so.
it.
Well, I mean, independence is something I feel like is attractive. Like a guy who has like his ish together
Mm-hmm.
and isn't like dependent on things. That's very attractive.
Mm-hmm.
However, if you're in the relationship and there still is such a strong independence that you're like, are we dating? Like, do you even need me at all in this? That would be
Yeah.
hard for me, especially as a two, because I want to feel like I'm needed and can take care of someone. So I think independence in general is attractive as long as like you can form that together too.
I think it's hot as hell.
What? It's
Wow.
what? Okay,
You
next.
guys are really good at this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
boom.
Yeah.
I am intentionally skipping because I saw the last question and I want it.
Okay.
The question is, can I be the little spoon this time?
I have no problem being the big spoon.
Me neither, actually.
You just like koala
I'm just
him.
gonna yeah, absolutely. 100%.
I
Yeah.
enjoy
Yeah,
it.
speaking as a guy, little spoon is great on occasion.
I think I do it well.
Do you feel
Dude,
like
it's-
loved?
Yeah.
Like nurtured? Ryan, the difference.
Our
between
TV in our bedroom is like up against the wall, like kind of parallel to the bed. And like, dude, if I'm laying in front and like watching the TV and she just comes, that's the best.
them. Aw.
You don't always gotta be the big spoon.
I like it thrown in once in a while. Yeah.
It's thrown in. I like a sneak
Just
attack.
to mix it up every once in a while.
Also doesn't help that you're substantially bigger than
Yeah, Julie.
Julie.
Yeah,
I was gonna
you
say
are
she's
huge.
she's very tiny. So
I'm like,
yeah.
Oh, I didn't even
She has her head buried in your like a spine. She's like, "Hey, I'm here." Okay, go ahead. Last one, because we had
Is this
5.
the last one?
Literally, we had like
Yeah, we'll do this
I
as
already
the
know what
last one.
Taryne's gonna say for this. But
Oh.
what's the best way to impress or ask out? Like, I'm just a
ask
guy.
out. Like literally, just ask out. Like I hate the like. I'm gonna flirt with you and stare from across the room and smile and keep like looking at you and then not do anything. Like a guy who can just walk up and be like, "Hey, like
It's
you
so
look
sexy.
beautiful." Oh, literally, a guy that can just walk up and say, "Hey, I think you're really attractive. I would love to take you out sometime."
Mm-hmm.
You would think that would not be a rare thing, but it is such a rare thing. And when it happens, you're just like, "Oh my gosh, yes, take me anywhere."
Yeah, I've had guys do like the normal like talk to you, like get to know you kind of thing. And then Taryne was here for this one, but there was literally one time in my life we went out dancing and this guy came out of nowhere and just asked me to like grab my arm and asked me if I would slow dance with him. I ended up going out with him for like like a month. It didn't work. It was fine, but like I was just like absolutely.
Again, a place I'd been going for 7 years, had never been asked out. I take Ashley once, 10 minutes in, she gets a boyfriend. So I was
It was not a boyfriend, but
a datee, a
the
date her.
boldness that he had
Yeah, no,
in
he was
coming.
bold.
I was with a group of friends. He came over, grabbed my arm, and was like, "Hey, will you slow dance with me?" I've like melted. I was like, "Absolutely." It literally like it could have been anyone, and I would have been like, "Let's go." Let's
So
freak out.
so let me ask a question for our 5% guys out there,
yeah.
because I don't need it, but they might.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
What are you guys
Rub
feeling?
it
So a guy comes up to you like in a bar, a club, a restaurant, whatever, and like asks you out. Like, how do you guys differentiate between someone who's like genuinely like interested and like wants like thinks you're pretty and stuff versus like those like, to quote Ashley, those douchebags that like just go up to girls and just like are always asking them out? Because I feel like guys a lot of time hesitate going up to girls and asking them out in places like that because they don't want to be perceived like that.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think like you just can tell, and I think like there's a way to like start a conversation and to just kind of see if like there's a vibing. But the problem is when that conversation just keeps going and then it's like, okay, my friends are calling, and then the guy just then stares at you the whole night, and it's like, well, say something, like do something. So I think like you can tell the guys that are like, hey hottie, like, can I get your number? And you're like, no. But a guy who just comes up and is like, hey, like, you caught my attention, like I would love to get to know you more. I feel like girls, like, we kind of have that like sense where we're like, oh, okay, I'm interested or not.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
literally gonna say it's all in the wording. If it's a guy being like, "Hey, how you doing?" kind of thing, it's like, "Ew, probably not." And then my friends over there, I guarantee you, saying, "Oh no,
Yeah,
like,
no.
walk away."
Yeah.
But if he comes up and he's just like, "Hi," I just like had to say hi to you. I don't know. He could even be like, "I don't know what I'm gonna say," but like I just had to come introduce myself to you. Swoon.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Into
so
it.
cute to me.
Yeah.
And
So to quote Michael Scott, quoting Wayne Gretzky,
Yes.
you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
A freaking men.
So take your shot.
Take your shot. Look at, do
To our
you see
5% male
where we get our like quoting TV
I feel
shows?
so hyped. I'm like, I want to go ask a guy out.
Oh, I'm gonna ask everyone out. Not really.
Are we
I'm gonna
going
go
to
bed.
dinner after?
Anyways, we are going to wrap this up. You guys, thank you so much
Yeah, that
for
was
being
phenomenal.
here. You guys did a great job,
Ladies,
and
hope you got your answers.
hope you got your answers.
Wait, you don't have a dad joke?
Oh, I do, but I'm saying thank you
Okay,
before
good.
I end.
Because this is why I came.
Oh,
Proceed.
I actually have two. They're kind of funny. Okay.
Oh.
But yes, you guys, before we end, do you want to give them the spiel?
yeah. If you don't already, follow us on all the socials. We have an Instagram, a Twitter, we have a Facebook, and a YouTube. Subscribe, like, rate, share, review. All the things.
All the things.
Also, you know what? Taryne and I have our individual Instas too. Why don't you
Yeah.
go give those a follow? We're
Can
fun.
you please boost our popularity so we can feel valued in our Instagram follower
we don't
numbers?
need the number,
Just
but
kidding.
we would like the number. You know?
You know?
Every like.
Me and Ryan have one too, so.
Oh my gosh, yeah, we'll totally connect yours. Ryan said no.
I'm just kidding, you can't.
Anyways, we're going to end with two dad jokes. One of them is a
Yes.
little harsh and one of them is great. Both are great. Okay, ready? What is
So
the
excited.
difference between a calendar and you? I'm just going to say it.
I don't have one.
A calendar has a date on Valentine's Day.
Oh, dang, that was so
That was-
personal to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't mean it. Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm.
For the last 20 years, I've received a Valentine's Day card from the same secret admirer. So I was upset when I didn't get one this year. First, my granny dies. Now this.
Aww.
Oh no.
That's
Oh,
so.
is it?
That's so sad.
Why?
I thought it was funny. Because like it's his
No,
grandma.
it was funny, but it's also sad.
It's funny because his grandma was.
Should I not have said that?
No, it's
No,
fine.
Is
it's-
something wrong with me? Do I have a weird sense
No.
of humor?
You do.
It's funny.
Do I have
His,
a dark sense
Well,
of
you
humor?
definitely
his
do, but-
grandma was his secret admirer, but like, dude, she passed away.
Passed away.
Oh my God,
Sad.
you guys are making me very... Mark, was that funny?
It was funny.
That was horrible.
Oh.
I'm kidding. It's fine.
I thought it was funny. I'm so sorry.
We have to like shed light on the fact that his grandma passed away. and that's
Okay,
all.
well, you know what?
R.I.P..
Fine. I don't
She's
know
in a
if
better
I'm happy.
place.
She is.
May she rest in peace.
You're not, but she
Anyone
is.
Anyways, guys,
I don't have another one.
thank you so much for listening. If you have a story that you would like to share with us, I know we didn't read one on this episode.
Yeah.
But please send them in. You can DM us. You can also email them to us. We would love to hear them. Also, if you need help writing letters, if you have a story but you're just not the writer, email us anyways because we would love to help co-write it with you. Because we're just going to be honest. We want the content. We want the story.
And honestly, it's the details that matter. So even if you're just like, hey, I'm this old, just met a guy at work. He's been blowing me off. I don't know what to do. You know what I mean? Like, just
Yeah,
give us
we
like
can
the
work
meat of
with
it
that.
and then
Yeah.
we'll work with it. But we love all your guys' stories. And again, we're sorry that we can't get to all of them, but we hope you guys know how much we love and appreciate you. Do us a favor. Tell 5 people about this podcast. 5.
Exactly
It's totally
5.
easy.
You
We
can
love
find
when we
5.
get messages that are like, my cousin just told me to listen to you and I'm catching up. Like,
Yeah.
love that. So let's keep growing the fam. And again, guys, thank you so much for being on our
Guy
podcast.
advice.
Thank you for having us.
So
welcome.
now we're going to say bye, and we usually say it annoyingly at the same time. So ready?
We know.
Oh, he's like, we know. So thank you guys. We love you.
Bye.